Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jerry McManus from Keller Williams, and I'm here to discuss with our friend, Ronda. What are we going to talk about today, Ronda?
We are going to talk about contract to close.
Contract to close. And let me tell you something. Ronda is a very dear part of our team. And one of the things and we've had like rave reviews over the years. And the reality is that I don't get these rave reviews without this young lady here. Because Ronda has been able to really take the bull by the horns and start addressing the things that we need to do to make this what can be a very difficult process to make it smooth and seamless, because of the work that she does behind the scenes. If you can, why don't you tell folks briefly about yourself?
So my name's Ronda. I've had a real estate license since 2005. I've been with the McManus Team for a little over 2 years now. I do contract to close. I help clients answer questions, help them through the process buying their home with Jerry.
We wanted to highlight a few things that Ronda in particularly does follow up with and discuss its importance. What do you think are the three biggest things, if you can pin them down?
I think, one of the biggest things for me anyway, I think, is being proactive versus reactive.
Proactive versus reactive. I like that.
I think when you start out with the transaction, I think being proactive about things in the very beginning instead of waiting, with clients and letting them know in the beginning, introducing yourself, telling them who you are, telling them the things that they're going to need, and things that they may need to do ahead of time to start preparing instead of waiting. And that way they're not scrambling towards the end to get things ready, or to maybe go get their applications ready for their COs, or getting their HOA stuff ready, or getting things that they may need. Sometimes they may not even understand what those things are. If they're a first-time home buyer, or if they never had this process before, or if they're just now selling their house and they just don't know what they're going to do with their items in their home, or they may need help. Or
I know one of the things that you and I have talked about in the past is about ordering title. And that we could see that from a buyer standpoint or from a seller standpoint, the biggest thing that we have to do is to get title clear. This is a mortgage condition. If you're selling a house, the buyer's mortgage company, they're going to demand clear title. And if you're the seller, you might have to come up with a lot of information. Like what are a couple of the things that you've seen in title that come up that can slow down the process?
So sometimes you might see where someone might have child support that they may still owe. They may not even realize that it's there. They may owe some bills, for medical bills, for example, that they may not realize that they still have outstanding. There's certain things that they just may not know that they had. Home equity line of credit. There's just things that they just might not realize.
Yeah, that's one of those things, home equity lines of credit, because sometimes people open them and never use them, and they think that because there's no balance that somehow it's okay, when it's not. It actually shows up on title as a secondary mortgage. So that's one of those things that we have to order. One of the other things that I always like about are individual judgments that we see on title, because sometimes people that are selling their house, they have a 15-year-old judgment, and these things are on title and need to be cleared, because because we've run into this before, the person who's owed the money is dead.
Exactly. Yes.
But it's something that has to be addressed.
It's really important to, like I said, first, to be proactive and make sure that title is ordered, and that we're clearing title, and that things are being done, and that everything that we're following up. And that's my third thing, following up and calling and making sure that these things are getting done.
Yeah, because everybody thinks that they're going to get it tomorrow, and somehow by the next day after that it'll all be done. And the reality is, gang, is when you call people, and HOAs are notorious for this. So you can call an HOA and you got a better chance of me being skinny yesterday sometimes, and for them to be able to do stuff with alacrity, and it just personally drives me crazy. But that's why Ronda is a lot more gracious than I am, shall we say, and is able to help walk people through the process and be able to take care of the things that are sticking points behind the scenes that would drive either me or the ordinary person out of their cotton picking minds. So that's contract to close really in a nutshell. Is there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that Ronda addresses that the layperson really doesn't understand. So that's it for today, folks, but we want to thank you again for sharing a little bit of time with us, and please by all means hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that we can stay in touch, and please we'll see you again on the next video. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. This way we can stay connected. Here's my contact information should you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.